Apple is replacing the iPhone 14 mini with the new iPhone 14 Max this year, not to be confused with the iPhone 14 Pro Max because that is a separate device, and it's kind of confusing as to why is Apple even making the iPhone 14 Max. So let's break it down and make sure to watch this video till the end because there is a huge plot twist. What is up everyone, Mr. Fantastic here, and like I explained in my last video, Apple won't be making an iPhone mini anymore due to its extremely low sales. If you haven't seen it already, go ahead and watch it. I'll link it down in the description. But basically, what Apple is doing is kind of addressing the biggest caveats of the iPhone mini and making an iPhone Max. And you can say it's kind of like the exact opposite of what the iPhone mini was. The iPhone mini was smaller than the regular iPhone. Well, it's gonna be bigger than it with a max size coming with a 6.7-inch display just like the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So you'll have a bigger display which is excellent for content consumption, and of course it'll have a bigger battery too. That's gonna probably last you more than a day because of the phenomenal efficiency of Apple's processors. And as you would expect, it'll have the exact same specs as the iPhone 14. Same cameras, same internals, processor and all that. But there is always a but. Plot twist, this is precisely where the problem is. Just let me explain. It turns out that the iPhone 14 will literally, and I mean literally, have the exact same specs as the iPhone 13. Not just the same 60Hz display with the same ugly notch rather than the new punch-hole display on the iPhone 14 Pros, not just the same design and cameras, but the exact same internals. And that includes the Apple A15 Bionic chip. Yes, it'll use the same chip as last year rather than the A16 Bionic chip, which will be exclusive to the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. And it doesn't stop there. This year, iPhone's prices will go up by $100 for each one of them. So the iPhone 14 will cost you $900 and the iPhone 14 Max is gonna cost you $1,000. Yeah, $1,000 for essentially a year-old phone. I don't know if it's worth that much. I know there's a chip shortage and I'm somewhat okay with Apple using the A15 chip because that chip is still incredibly powerful, but $1,000 for a phone with a 60Hz display and that ugly notch, that is just robbery. But who am I fooling? Some people just love being robbed. But jokes aside, if you really want to go for a huge phone and want a phone with a big display and a bigger battery and all that, and if you can't afford to pay like $1,200, buy the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is actually gonna have much more features like a new hole punch display, 120Hz, a much superior camera setup, a better chip, better battery, etc. If not that, then you can also go for last year's iPhone 13 Pro Max, which will still be cheaper than this and will be exponentially better and a much better value with a 120Hz display, better camera and all those pro features. But if you still want to spend $1,000 on this phone, yeah, go ahead and buy it. Who might stop you? But you're definitely getting ripped off. Either way, let me know if you guys would be willing to buy this or not. Feel free to roast Apple or my opinion in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like on this video if you think I deserve it, and subscribe if you want to be safe from getting ripped off by these tech companies. We're closing in on 2,000 subscribers, so I'll really appreciate it if you guys would just go ahead and subscribe. This is Mr. Fantastic, and I'll catch you in the next fantastic video.